So we're just talking to Adam, and Reeves came up, and he basically said even Reeves only has one fight this year, but his presence seems to give the entire group more confidence that when it comes to situations where pushing and shoving or fighting or whatever might happen, that they feel more confident. Do you sense that it's not just a matter of him fighting in a game, but him being there gives the whole team a little more of that?
100%. That's why we went out and got him, and that's, I had him in Vegas, and I knew what he's all about. So no, you play a lot more comfortable with a guy like him in your lineup, and he's played well for us, so it's been perfect.
Yeah, he's been exactly what you guys wanted. So
yeah.
Panarin just told us that he got into it with Brad Marchand, obviously, and the comments that started it were about Russia from Marchand. So obviously, Panarin said he lost his mind because of that. I'm just curious to hear your thoughts on that situation.
Really don't have any thoughts on it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know what took place. I guess Brad got fined, but I never heard not much more about it. And it's move on. Not a big deal for me. I mean, I got to coach my hockey team. The league makes decisions on that stuff, so nothing really I can do about it. Not much comments on it, to be honest with you.
I know the fines, obviously, they come out of his pocket, or if you get fined, whatever. It's not like a suspension or anything. But do you feel like, obviously, you weren't here last season for the Tom Wilson thing and the statement from the organization, but do you feel like the NHL player safety has maybe missed a couple calls for you guys this year?
You know what? They've got the toughest job in hockey. There's no doubt. We're as coaches, we got a tough job, but these guys get the toughest job, and they see things from every team every night. So I'm not going to say, they could have been suspended here or fined here. It's a tough job, and they look at every incident. And I coach George Peros in Montreal, and I feel for the guy every night when you send these clips in. But it's a tough job. They got to do it, and they got to make the call, and you move on. And the quicker you move on from them, the better off you're going to be.
What's your assessment of the game yesterday, overall now?
We had a slow start to the game. Boston took it to us pretty good, and Shesky, he made some key saves at the key times in that first period. And then I think the turning point obviously was the Strome goal late in the period to tie it up 1-1. And then after that, I thought we played real good hockey. Real good hockey, lots of scoring opportunities, and played a good game.
When things are sorry, Sam. When things are going well, do you think of it like more? It seemed like a short practice today. Is it like kind of let them keep doing it, don't mess with anything, and
Yeah, but it's more the schedule for the short practice. I mean, it's a busy schedule. It's going to get real busy coming up again here too. So I mean, if you got guys out there for 45 minutes or an hour trying to work on stuff, I mean, we show video, we do pre-scouts and pre-scouts. So it's not like you got to get them on the ice for that long. And I want a fresh hockey team, and I think that's what it's all about. They jumped good for 20 minutes out there, and that's all they need.
Have you or your assistants done anything specific with Julien Gauthier and working with his game?
No different than we do with the young players. We work on stuff in practice. We show them extra videotape more so than some of the veteran guys. They see a lot more tape, and they watch their own shifts a lot, which is really good. I mean, they got technology now that they got for players now. It's, you go home, you watch your game that you played last night, and so they learn a lot of stuff off that. But I just think it's maturing, and confidence is the biggest thing with Julia.
How good was his game yesterday?
Real good. I mean, he made 2 great plays in those goals, and no mistakes, skating real well. Creates plays going to the net. So I really like the way he's playing.
when you say video work with the young players, is that like they'll sit with either you or Mike Kelly or Gord Murphy and you guys?
Jim Midgley.
Yeah.
Jim Midgley mostly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the main guy that does that.
Yeah. I mean, he's not alone. I'm
Yeah.
just saying he's, that's one of his responsibilities, and Mike Kelly does a lot of it. They all do it. I mean, Gord's with the defenseman, obviously. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not every day. It's when we think it's needed, and but it's no different than any other team. That's what's a big part of our job is to show them their mistakes, show them the good stuff, and get them better.
Mm-hmm.
Your team seems to feel really good about the way it's playing, the way things are going for you. I'm wondering, there's always, everything is balanced, right? So it's good to be comfortable, but is it bad to be too comfortable? I mean, do you worry about that at all, or do you worry?
Well, you know what? In this league, things change overnight. I mean, COVID hits and your team and the New York Islanders, for instance, a perfect example. I mean, you just got to take it one day at a time. I mean, we're real happy with the way things are going today, but you know, tomorrow things could change in a heartbeat. So you just gotta keep playing, having fun, doing the job like you've done from day one, and you don't get too high, you don't get too low, and again, I'm happy with the way things are going. We're playing good hockey right now, but as coaches, and you know, you always prepare, you know, let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep doing what we're doing. That's, you know, keep it going, play the same way, do the same things. But again, like I said, it's such a fine line in this league. We're 20 games in. We're one quarter of the way into the season, and things are going well, but they can change in a hurry if you don't keep doing the right things and playing the right way. And
I have one goalie question. I know Benny, I have one goalie
Yeah.
question. I know. So, Igor has been playing great. We know that's why he's been playing so much, so there's not really much of a question there, but is there concern about letting Georgie get too cold? Like, if you don't play him for too long, do you worry about how sharp he'll be when you do need to
you
use him?
always worry about that, but you know what? And I say it again, it's one game at a time. Igor's been outstanding. He's been as good as any goalie in the NHL as of right now. In my opinion, he's played unbelievable hockey, and you know, it's tough on the other guy, but that's the way it is. They're trying to win games and win points every night, and you know, coaches got to put their best lineups out, and obviously he's not going to play 82 games. The other guy will get his opportunity, and hopefully he plays really well when he gets that opportunity.
Is that an adjustment for a guy to learn, if you're only going to play once every 10 days, 2 weeks, but to learn how to stay sharp in that?
Well, there's only 32 starting goals in the NHL.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way
Some
it
teams
is. It's
you
the way it
throw a
is.
little more,
It's a
you
mental, it's a mental approach too, and it's
Yeah.
an attitude approach, but that's the way it is. That's, you know, I mean, and like I said from day one, when I came in here, I had 2 goalies that I heard were real good goalies, and it's not like I picked one over the other. It's just the way this kid's played. It's, you know, how do you keep him out of the net?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's nothing against the other guy. It's just this guy's been outstanding.